My name is Anne-Marie Cicero. I'm the school program coordinator at the Garibaldi-Meucci Museum in Staten Island, New York. Every year, the museum hosts the Antonio Meucci Young Inventors Competition. In years past, the competition has been held in person, usually at one of our local high schools. 8 months ago, when we started planning for this, COVID rates were very high. We weren't allowed in any of the schools, and we didn't think it was wise to hold an in-person competition. Therefore, we transitioned to virtual. It was the first time we did it. There were some bumps in the road, but for the most part, it went smoothly. We received so many inventions from children in grades 3 through 6. We normally have 7th and 8th grade participate as well. This year, that didn't seem to work out. We look forward to 7th and 8th grade next year. But the inventions for the kids in grades 3 through 6 were basically things that they had day-to-day problems with. We had one student submit an invention where he took his plastic pencil case and he had a problem. His pencils were constantly breaking. So he took foam and he lined his pencil case with foam, and that solved the problem of the broken pencils. We had one student who walks home from school, and when it rains, even though she has an umbrella, she gets wet. So she created the umbrella shield, where a clear piece of plastic comes down from the umbrella and it encases her. Another participant he tumbles rocks, but he has a new sister, a little baby sister, and the rock tumbler's too loud. So his invention was to create a rock tumbler that is less noisy and it's more quiet, so it doesn't bother his sister. We had so many inventions that were really outside the box. The kids did such a great job thinking up these things and creating the videos, because they had to have video presentations, which they've never had to do before. We're going to announce the winners of the 2022 Antonio Meucci Young Inventors Competition. For 3rd and 4th grade, our 3rd place winner was Find a Bus, which was an app that helped kids with their school buses. That invention was by Tao ZX, so congratulations, Tao.
My name is Tauza X from PS229K, and I will be introducing Find My School Bus, an app that allows school buses to be tracked. I created this app because I know that it will be helpful to families, since it allows parents to know where their child's school bus is. This way, their child won't miss a bus, and parents won't be late to pick them up. Here is a demonstration of how the app works. This is the interface you will first see when you open the app. Buses and stops will vary based on location. On the bottom, there is a favorites section. To add a favorite bus or stop so it is easy to locate, tap the star next to the bus route or stop you want to favorite to make it yellow, and it will appear in the favorites section. To unfavorite a bus or stop, tap the yellow star of the bus or stop you want to unfavorite. If it is white, it is already unfavorited. Click the bus route to see the available stops and see where the bus is at. On the bottom, you will see the approximate time for the bus to get from the first stop to the last stop. You will also see service notes and a refresh button. Service notes tell you important notices, such as when the school bus will not arrive. The refresh button updates where the bus is. Click a stop to see when the school bus will arrive. You will also see the vehicle number. A stop may show more than one bus route because 2 school buses might stop at that stop. So you have to know which bus route you need to track. Sometimes a bus may go under the no scheduled service section. This means that this bus will not stop at that stop for the rest of the day. It will say when the service will resume. There may be an other transfers section. This shows the public transportation that is near the school bus stop. The refresh button updates when the bus will arrive. A scientific principle my idea is related to is digital electronics. This is because my idea is an app, and an app is something digital. It requires a device with a screen to work. This idea of mine will be great for those parents who always arrive late to pick up their child or to send their child on the bus.
Second place winner was my personal favorite. I'm an avid reader, so this was right in my wheelhouse. Second place winner was the magnetic bookmark by Esther Lee. Unlike other magnetic bookmarks where it just marks your page, Esther's has it's in the shape of a pencil with a point, and you insert the bookmark right at the line or the word where you stopped reading. Love it. Great invention.
Hello, my name is Esther Lee and I'm from class 4-4. I'm from PS 229. So my product is called the magnetic bookmark. What did you create? I created the magnetic bookmark. Why did you create it? I created the magnetic bookmark because when I stop at a word or sentence, the regular bookmark does not save that, so I would always have to reread the page all over again, and that annoys me. Who can this help? This invention I made can help students, people, teachers, and the environment. How can it help them? The magnetic bookmark can help them by saving the word or sentence they left off at instead of making us reread the entire page. My product can also help save the environment because it uses recycled paper and plastic. How does it work? The magnetic bookmark works by folding the product on the page so the magnets meet and then adjusting the product so the pointer can point to the word or sentence you left off at. What is a scientific principle/theory that is your idea related to? The principle of my product is based off of the physics of magnetism. So in here, this is the back of the bookmark, and I made different designs. This is the design I took a photo of, and I have two magnets. And when you fold it, the magnets meet, and the pointer points to the word you stopped at. This is the front, and I did a pencil to match the school theme. And to see it live, I actually made a model. This is the full thing, and this is when it's folded. On the back, there's two magnets, so when folding it, the magnets meet. And this is what it looks like in a book. So let's say I stopped at a word, or at the word lather. The product would stick on to the book, and it would also point to the word I stopped at. And when it closes, you have this part sticking out, so you wouldn't have to look for it, and you would just be able to open it.
Our first place winner was Ink E by Emma Chung. She had writing on the dry erase board. If you write too long, the marker starts to run out of ink. She had a whole air compressor and all this technology and science behind it, so the marker never runs out of ink.
Hello, I want to tell you about my invention project. My name is Emma Chung. My marker ran out of ink. All because I wanted to write upside down with my marker. This is why I want to invent my all-new Ink E dry erase marker. It can be refilled, made out of recycled plastic, and can write upside down, unlike this marker. My invention can be used by people like me who want to write on the whiteboard with bold sentences. It can be also used by teachers and students.
Let's make the Ink E model.
This is the first model of my invention. In here is the housing of the marker. Here is a needle that pierces the ink cartridge, which we'll talk about later. Here is the felt tip of the marker, which carries the ink toward the whiteboard surface. When you apply pressure onto the tip of the marker, this hole aligns, which allows the ink to flow freely into the felt tip, which absorbs and lets you write clearly. But when you take the pressure off, it closes again. This is the ink cartridge. The ink cartridge consists of two parts: the ink and the compressed air with the piston. The compressed air wants to push the ink toward the end. However, there is nowhere for the ink to go until you insert the ink cartridge into the marker. The needle pierces the end of the cartridge, which allows the ink to flow through the marker into the tip, which allows you to write on the whiteboard. When we are at the whiteboard, we write like this. Gravity pulls the ink from the tip of the marker to the bottom of the marker, which is not where we want the ink to go. Compressed air is air that is squeezed into a tiny space, like shown here. Compressed air always wants to escape, which is why when I insert my cartridge in here, the ink always wants to flow where the opening is, which allows me to write upside down or tilt my marker wherever I want it, and the ink will still flow freely onto the whiteboard. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation. And if any dry erase marker makers are watching this,
Moving on to our 5th and 6th grade category, our 3rd place winner was a group project by Sophia Pappas, Elizabeth Anderson, Ariana Rodriguez, and Kaylee Peterson. That was Eco Wipes. We loved this invention. You take hand sanitizing wipes, you make them biodegradable so that they're compostable. You put seeds inside of them, so when you compost the wipes, flowers or vegetables grow. We loved it.
This is the Eco Wipes. The Eco Wipes are eco-friendly, biodegradable wipes. And our slogan is, save the earth one wipe at a time. The Eco Wipes are biodegradable, kid-friendly, and good for the environment. These wipes are also great for schools, households, and on the go. They're also amazing for cleaning hard surfaces, and they can be planted right after you use them.
Eco Wipes are soft, kid-friendly, biodegradable wipes. They are best used in households, especially with kids in schools. Our invention has 2 halves on the inside. One half has dry wipes and the other is wet. We also use only biodegradable materials. The materials we use are paper towels, pepper seeds, tomato seeds, and water soap, coconut oil, an empty container, Ziploc bags, and cardboard. These are the steps we did to make the Eco Wipes. First, we took water and heated it up. Then we put the water in the fridge and mixed the coconut oil, soap, pepper seeds, and tomato seeds. After that, we added water to the mixture and mixed that together. Next, we placed a few paper towels in the mixture. We then dried 6 of them and left 6 of them wet. We put the wipes in Ziplocs and put the Ziplocs in the white container. Last, we put our logo on the container and wrapped it in contact paper to protect it.
Why did you girls use seeds in your wipes?
Because then when they biodegrade, it'll grow more plants. So like after you use them, instead of throwing them out and creating waste, you can plant them and it'll grow flowers or peppers.
The scientific principles behind the eco-wipes. The scientific principles behind eco-wipes are the scientific, two material properties, which include strength, elasticity, toughness, and hardness. Systematic principle of and systematic principle of the environment.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit more? How does this, what is the systematic principle of the environment, and how did that help you make your invention?
The systematic principle of the environment is how it affects the environment. So these wipes affect the environment because they're you can plant them, as I said, and grow peppers because they're pepper seeds, or tomatoes because there's tomato seeds, and it'll affect the environment because it will affect it in a positive way, which is helping the environment.
Okay, anyone else?
Next slide.
These are the top 5 reasons why the eco wipes are groundbreaking and is a groundbreaking invention.
Even though there is a lot of waste, one less piece is a big accomplishment.
Cleans dust to help with allergies.
This invention helps plants grow.
Our product is kid safe and might help kids who have sensitive skin so they can wipe their desk or clean their house without burning their skin or affecting their skin in a negative way.
Our second place winners were also a group project: Joseph Bonaro, Alex Shivak, Justin Faraday, and Daniel Newman. They created Bottles Inc., where they took all of these water bottles, recycled water bottles, and other various things, and they created these packets where it would be a homeless person take all of this recycled material and create a temporary housing for themselves to stay out of the elements. And
This is Bottle Inc., and we made a plastic water bottle house shelter.
Alright. Bottle Inc., world's first water bottle homeless shelter, because we make homeless shelters out of bottles.
And this is our slogan: drink it, recycle it, build it.
Bottle Inc. has invented a house/shelter for the homeless.
Using reposed water bottle.
Just speak about it. Don't worry about what's on the screen. Just tell us what you did, what you're inventing. Go ahead, tell me, guys.
We made a plastic water bottle house for the homeless, which is going to be a small, and it's going to be it's not going to be that much money.
Yeah, we made a water bottle house for the homeless that you could buy a kit anywhere, and it's for a small amount of money, and you just need to collect water bottles and you could put it together.
Tell us what the bottom of the water bottle shelter will be actually made out of.
Wood pallets.
And then, what else?
Then we'd use PVC pipes to connect the water bottles together. And for the top, we would put tarp over it so rain wouldn't get in, and it would be
Extra protection.
Yeah.
These are our scientific principles behind the Bottle Inc. The house as a system is like everything below, basically, like what the house is made of. Airflow, how the air flows inside of a house. Heat flow, installation in windows. Window installation reduces heat from one side of a window to the other. Framing and air seal, how the house traps air inside of it. Moisture management prevents humidity from entering the house. Conditioning strategies, cools the house. Ventilation, how fresh air can get inside the house for people to breathe. Combustion safety, if all the systems in the house are working.
last reason why this invention is important is it helps the ocean from the pollution of water bodies. Homeless people don't need to put much effort into it.
Another way is it helps the homeless because this helps them live longer because they have shelter. This invention helps the homeless by helping them make a house for cheap.
The reason why this invention helps is because you can use water bottles from the streets to prevent pollution.
And our first place winner, unanimous voting for our first place winner, Ocean Ray by Constantine Tam. His invention was incredible. He created this mechanism that has a camera and GPS, and it goes in the ocean and it recognizes injured animals by their color, by their weight, by the way their scales look on fish. Fantastic job.
Hi, I am Constantine Tam, and I am here to show you my presentation, the Ocean Ray. While I was at the New York Hall of Science, I saw a picture of an orca in a plastic bag. This meant that the oceans were filling up with trash. The picture inspired me to help save ocean animals. Then I watched a movie about a dolphin with an injured tail. Researchers and scientists helped create an artificial tail. I wanted to help animals like it. Many animals die or are injured by ocean garbage. There are over 1 million species of marine creatures, and we want to preserve them all. This is our first step in helping them. The Ocean Ray is made of pitch and vinyl, which is recyclable. It has an echo emitter that covers 120 degrees and an echo receiver that covers a 120-degree range. Echolocation is a very effective method of locating hidden objects or animals. So, the Ocean Ray will be able to locate sea creatures no matter where they are hiding. The Ocean Ray is powered by solar panels and rechargeable batteries. It saves the lives of many animals and does not produce any pollution itself. The computer and AI program in the Ocean Ray will be able to tell whether or not an animal is injured by its irregular shape. If an animal truly is injured, it will send a picture and coordinates to the scientists who will be able to rescue it. The blue sound waves represent the waves emitted by the Ocean Ray. The red sound waves represent the sound waves that have bounced off objects and are being received by the Ocean Ray. This is my design. It has fake eyes, a hard shell, the tail acts as an antenna, and the solar panels. The camera and a flashlight so you can take pictures and see what the pictures are of. The gills are echo receivers and the mouth is an echo emitter. The motor is in the inside. This is a rechargeable battery. The echolocator is here and the GPS is right below it. This is the computer and it processes the sound waves. This is my demonstration. Let's imagine that this shark has been injured. The scales on its tail are of a different color than the rest of its body. The Ocean Ray will be able to sense that, see that the shape of the tail is irregular. Then it will use its camera and flashlight to take a picture of it, and then use its GPS to send those pictures and the coordinates of the shark to researchers who will be on a boat and ready to help save the ocean animals. This is my presentation. Thank you for watching.
So congratulations to our winners. We look forward to having all of you compete again next year. And thank you for making this such a wonderful successful competition. Special thanks to our teachers, our school staff, and our parents who really helped out with all of this. On behalf of all of us at the Garibaldi-Meucci Museum, thank you. We would like to thank our 3 judges, Frank Cicero, Anthony Simonetti, and Professor William Costello, for all of their time that they dedicated and their hard work. Thank you.
Buongiorno, my name is Stephanie. I'm the Chief Administrator of the Garibaldi-Meucci Museum. This is my 8th annual Young Inventors Competition. This event is my personal favorite here at the museum because it's held to celebrate a brilliant man, Antonio Meucci, the true inventor of the telephone. On behalf of Carl Ciaccio, Chairman of the Board of the Museum, and Joseph Shami, the CEO of the museum, we want to honor all of our young inventors for competing in this year's competition.
The greatest way to honor the legacy of Antonio Meucci is through the children. It gives us so much happiness and pride that his legacy is continued each year with their inventions.
So stay well, stay safe,
and have a wonderful summer.
Ciao for now.